What's going on, guys? Um, I'm gonna talk to you guys real quick. It's a hot day today. Can you believe that it's August 1st already? Look how fast time has gone by. I just want to say real quick, and this is a message that's going out there for the guys to know that when you're a dude that's in a position like this, when you're an undesirable man, um, nobody's gonna be on your side. That's one thing I had to realize. Nobody's going to be on your side. Nobody's going to be on your side when you're a man who's not wanted. If you're an undesirable man, if you're a man who's not desired, not selected, never been selected, I'm here to tell you, you're not going to have anybody that's on your side. One of the reasons to why, and I keep thinking about Baraka, because I started talking to him back in 2011. One thing that I loved about Baraka, he didn't have no pride or respect for himself. That's one thing I liked about Baraka McCray. He just didn't care. You know, he would go out in public and tell people how he felt about himself. And I would tell him, you know, even if you're feeling down, even if you're feeling bad, brother, you know, don't go out in public and tell people how you feel about yourself. But one thing I admired about Baraka McCray, he didn't have no pride or respect for himself. He really just didn't give a daggone. He did not care. And that's why I respected him so much. Because I don't care either as a man. You know, I don't care, you know, about the fact that I'm not going to have a wife. I'm not going to have children. My legacy going to die off. I'm sure my mother and father are ashamed of me. But it's all good, you know. I don't have no pride as a man. I just don't care either. But what I want to say in this video is that nobody is going to be on your side as an undesirable man. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. People are going to attack you. People going to make up stuff about you. They're going to pull stuff up out of their behind, stuff that they know is not true, you know, just because you're in this position. And you know the sad part is, you would think guys who are undesirable would all stick together. But you know what? Dudes who are not even wanted by women, we don't even have a brotherhood. You got dudes who in the same position that you in, who want to talk crap about you and turn their back on you. I feel losers should have a fraternity. We could call it no sex alpha, you know, something like that. I feel loser type of men should have a fraternity. You know, you got Sigma Gamma Rho, you got Omega Psi Phi. You know, I feel there should be like a brotherhood for men who are not desired by women. Because I don't know about you guys, but the only type of dudes that I surround myself with, the only type of dudes that I talk to are guys that are in this position. I wouldn't even want to hang around men who have wives, men who have children. I wouldn't even want to align myself with those types of men. Because in life, you got to seek your own level. The people that you hang around got to match your mental. The people you around got to match you. So, you know, if you a man, you know, and you're not desired by women, you want to befriend other guys who are in that same position. You don't want to hang around men who have families and wives and kids. You don't want to be around that kind of energy. You know? That's why I say there needs to be a brotherhood for guys that are in these types of positions. You know, men who are not wanted by nobody, men who are not desirable. There really needs to be a brotherhood for us. Because when you're a man in these types of positions, you're automatically the villain. If you're a man that ain't wanted by no women, people automatically think it's you. They automatically feel you're the problem to why no women want to screw you. You know? And most people, they're not going to tell you that it's your look to why no women want to screw you. They're going to tell you that it's your game, it's your conversation, it's your mouthpiece. I don't believe none of that. I know that's BS. That's why when people come at me with that, one ear, not the other, I ain't trying to hear it. What you going to tell a 35-year-old man? Nothing. Not a daggone thing. You can round 35 off to 40. Do the math. That's why I ain't trying to hear nothing that nobody got to say. And I would advise you guys not to take heed to no advice nobody got to give you either. Because you have to look at patterns and you have to look at how your life has unfolded. If you're a man who's not sought after, a man who's not desired, you know, even in your adolescent days, you wasn't really desired by females like that. You know, you gotta put the puzzle together. You know, I never forget. I'm gonna tell you guys this story back in 2017. There was a chick that met me at Old Charlie's back in 2017. Before we met up at this restaurant, this chick told me that she wasn't gonna be dressed her best. You know, at the time, back in 2017, I was 28 at the time, and I was so desperate. You know, when you a man that don't get no play, you take whatever, you'll accept whatever. Cause one thing about me when it come to women, I never had standards for myself. I settle for anything. You know, I don't, and I'm pretty sure you guys feel the same way. Back in 2017, I went on a date with this chick, and before the date, she clearly told me that she wasn't gonna be dressed her best. Now, looking back on that situation, if a woman tell you that she's not gonna be dressed her best, you might as well not even go on a date with that woman because she's not interested in you. You know, but you know, she wasn't interested. I mean, cause think about it. If I was a dude that a woman really felt was worth something, if I was a man that a woman was really attracted to, do you really think she would have told me, oh, by the way, I'm not gonna be dressed my best? If I was a dude like Usher, if I was some sexy type of man to women, do you really think a woman would say, I'm not going to be dressed my best before this date? She's going to make sure she look good, smelling good, looking like a dime. She's going to make sure that she's on point. So, you know, that just go to show you that you're not worth nothing as a man. A woman tell you before a date that she not going to be dressed her best, that's just showing you that you're not worth nothing. You know, I mean, I can go down the list of bad experiences, and I'm pretty sure you guys can too, of bad experiences that you guys have had with women. A lot of people don't want to admit this, and most PUAs and dating coaches won't admit this. Some guys wasn't meant to get pussy. Some guys weren't meant to get it. That's the truth. You know, every man don't have the sex appeal to knock a woman off her knees. See, I predicted my future when I was a teenager, and I'm pretty sure you guys did too. I knew at 15 that nothing would never work out for me. I knew I would never have a wife, never have kids, never had nothing. I was born to lose. And it's a lot of guys that was born to lose. Every dude wasn't meant to be a winner, you know? And I'm sure you guys can relate. I'm sure what I'm saying, it hits home. I'm sure what I'm saying hits home. I'm sure you guys, back when you were teenagers, you guys didn't have women digging you either. You know? And, you know, they always want to tell guys, you know, you got to have confidence in yourself. But why would a man have confidence in himself when he's not even desired? Why would a man believe in himself when he's not even wanted to begin with? Makes no sense. That's just common sense. You got to have a reason to believe in yourself. And quite frankly, some guys don't have a reason to believe in themselves. And this is why I say, you know, you just got to understand, as a man who's not desired by any women, you got to understand that people are going to be against you. And I don't know if it's just me, but I believe people instinctively know when you're a man that's not desired. I believe people instinctively know when you're a man that's not wanted. Because I don't know if you guys have had people just treat you in a foul type of way, or people just, you know, just subtle vibes that you get from people that are just not pleasant. Because I used to think people wouldn't know if you're in a bad position. But I truly believe people know when you're a man who's not sought after. Yep, people know when you're a loser. I used to think you could hide being a loser, but I see you can't. And I just know that as a man in these types of positions here, nobody is gonna be on your side. You're gonna always be the bad guy. You're gonna always be the villain, and people are always gonna attack you. They're gonna tell you that it's your mindset and you don't have no game. That's why your love life didn't take off. You know, people gonna pull all kind of BS out of their behind. The reason why your love life never amounted to nothing because women think you're ugly. That's all. That's why I say never mind what anybody got to tell you. Never mind what other men got to tell you because they don't know what they're talking about. They haven't lived your life. They've never walked a mile in your shoes. So they don't know. And I notice in these types of positions, I notice that a lot of melanated brothers are in these positions. Not to say that other races of men are not in these positions, but I notice it's a lot of melanated brothers who are not desired by women. You know, that goes to tell you a whole lot. But a lot of guys that's in these positions, I'm sure you guys know that nothing is going to turn around for you. I'm sure you guys know that you're never going to have a wife, you're never going to have kids, your legacy's going to die off. I'm sure you guys know that. I knew it from a young age, you know. I knew it from a young age. My father let me know from a young age that I was a loser. So that's the beautiful thing about my situation. You know, when you got a father that's letting you know as an adolescent that women ain't gonna like you, you know, he's pretty much laying the bricks down for you, letting you know that you're destined to fail. So, salute to failure. You know, the kings of failure. Kings of Failure. You know, I love to team up with DJ Khaled, make an R&B album called Kings of Failure. You know, that'll be a dope R&B album, Kings of Failure. But some guys were meant to be failures, and if you a failure, salute. Yeah, salute to being a failure. Hey, every man wasn't meant to be sexy to women. Every man wasn't meant to procreate. Some people was born to lose. And that's just how it is. But I just wanted to make this video to just let you guys know that as a man, nobody is gonna take your side. You in a position like this, you a man that's not desired by women, nobody is gonna take your side. You're always gonna be nailed to the cross and seen as the villain. This is why you gotta have things, copes, to make yourself feel good. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. You guys have a good day.